Guys she described you as nose to the grindstone lady. So we're going to make it very short and sweet, but I do want to highlight what a benefit package you have. Leanne approached me, Barry and Adam were very concerned about the benefit program package. Coventry had given a almost 17% rate increase on the plan that most of us have, and then 29% on some of the other packages. So the rates were going up pretty substantially. And so they tasked me and Leanne with going out to the marketplace and finding you a better plan. So I work for you. I don't work for Humana. I'm not a Humana representative. So I am your health insurance broker. So I want you to think about that with regard to questions that you have, any claims issues that you have, because I'm your advocate there. So we searched the marketplace, and the plan that was really able to balance the best rates with a plan design, you've got two choices, and plan designs that would appeal to hopefully everybody in here. You could easily pick a plan that you would start to perceive the health insurance as an employee benefit. So the first thing on this sheet, the comparison sheet, is what you have with Coventry. So we wanted to make it very easy for you to be able to compare what you had to what your choices are going to be. And at the bottom, those payroll deduction amounts were what your payroll deduction, what you were going to see come out of your paycheck as of December the 1st. So you can see, if you compare what was coming out to what it is, it's about, for most of us, around 17%. So the two plans that you have to choose from, the first one is the Humana Simplicity Plan, and the other one is a more traditional point of service, national point of service plan. And you guys know how this plan works. These types of plans work. You do have a little bit more to pay for a specialist copay, but for a primary care physician copayment. But now you've pretty much got coverage for specialist care, which most of us had to meet the deductible. The emergency room, again, you had to meet the deductible first. Most people don't meet the deductible. Now it's a $500 deductible, which is pretty, that's a big chunk of change. But don't forget the Colonial plan will pay $250, take $250 off the cost of that. So net is about $250 for an emergency room. And if you walk into an emergency room without insurance, it's a couple $1,000s within just about 25 minutes. One of the best features is there's no deductible anymore. Okay? And that's huge. That's something that most people are just really, that's a big nut to take in, $3,500 for your deductible. So now we don't have any deductibles, and the plan pays 100%. Now, instead of that deductible thing that is kind of a cumulative thing, instead we have co-payments. So your inpatient services, if you have to go into the hospital, then your copay is $1,000 per day up to 3 days. After that, the rest of it's at 100%. And again, we do have the Colonial plan to take away some of that first dollar out-of-pocket expenses for you. Your advanced imaging, that's your MRIs, CAT scans, those kinds of things, there's a $500 deductible, but you've got the Colonial benefit that's the company pays for, so that takes some of the bite out of that. And then outpatient services, again, $1,000 copayment if you need outpatient services. The other great thing about this plan that's different than the Coventry plan is that every single one of those co-payments, they all go towards your out-of-pocket. So that at $45 that just went away, it's great to pay $45 or $35 last year to go to see the physician, to go see your primary care physician, but it was just money down the drain. It never went towards your out-of-pocket before. So now it does. And the last thing I want to talk about is the prescription drug. That benefit is the same regardless of the plan that you're choosing. Level 1 is $10, level 2 is $45, level 3 is $90, and level 4, those are the really experimental usually things for, chemotherapy and things like that is a 25% copayment. Your preventive benefits, I would suggest everybody go for an annual checkup, not only because you should just go, but because if you get sick and you've never seen your doctor before, it's going to be really hard to get that quick turnaround to see your doctor. And again, that pays at 100%. And the new network is the National Point of Service Open Access. And open access means you don't have to go see your primary care physician before getting specialist care. So that's the Simplicity plan and the National Point of Service, the third column, the second Humana Choice. It's a little bit lower with your physician copays, $30.75. Your emergency room is a little bit more, is $300 instead of $500. But you do have that deductible, more of that traditional, but it is lower than you were paying under the Coventry plan. Again, it's 100% plan, and I'm talking about all in-network benefits, and you can look over at the other. Most of us have no problem finding physician and specialists and hospitals in-network. Then your out-of-pocket is $5,000, $10,000 if you have a family, and then all those other services under the Simplicity plan that had a copayment, you just meet the deductible and then they're paid 100% after that. One of the differences between the Simplicity plan and the National Point of Service is that the prescription drug benefit does have a deductible. So the first $100 goes towards your deductible, and then it has a separate $100 prescription drug deductible, and then the co-payments kick in. And then you can see the plan's a little bit more expensive, but it may fit more of the way that your family expends healthcare costs, and it's running about the same as the renewal rates were. So you get a little bit of a discount in your payroll deductions if we from the Simplicity plan. From the renewal rates with Coventry, it's about the same with the National Point of Service. So it's kind of good news there. The other thing I want to talk about, we still have the voluntary plans, the dental plan and the vision plan. It shows what the United Healthcare benefits are. And I think do we have 5 people on that? This is open enrollment. So this is your time that if you wanted to jump on the voluntary plans, this is the time to do it for December 1st. And you'll be on there for a year. And it's always weighted to giving you the maximum benefits on preventive services because they want you to see your dentist twice a year. So they pay with there's no deductible and it pays 100%. Basic services, you have a $50 deductible just as you do with the other plan. Pays at 80%. And those would be your fillings, your extractions, those kinds of things. And then major services, including periodontics and endodontics, has that same $50 deductible. That's a combined deductible. So it's not $50 for basic and $50 for major, 50%. And all new enrollees have a 12-month wait, just like you did under the other plan. $1,000 annual maximum. And the rates went down a little bit. So now is the time. Well, that's my formatting was it's a little bit off on that vision benefit. The exam should say $10 instead of 1,000%. That's kind of odd. Marie and I, neither one of us caught that.
Well, I didn't know what that meant, so I just.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Marie caught and helped me out yesterday, and I just did not catch that. You know how things reformat when you send it into cyberspace? So it should be $10 for the exam under the United Healthcare, and now it's going to be $20 for that vision exam. And the frequency is 12 months that you can get for regular a regular vision benefit, and then you can get new lenses every 24 months. Okay? And the rates are there, again, about the same. And then everybody gets $25,000 worth of life insurance, and that's also paid by the employer. Okay? So that's the nuts and bolts of it. In your package, you have this lovely document that is courtesy of the federal government, so it's kind of hard to read. But it gives you all the details about each one of the plan, the Simplicity Plan and the National Point of Service Plan. And then it also, this is not mandated by the federal government, so it's a little easier to read, and it talks about the dental plan and the vision. So Marie distributed the enrollment forms. They should be pretty simple, which is exciting. None of those pesky health questions. And the quicker we get that paperwork in, the quicker we get it processed, and then on December 1st, you'll wake up with this warm feeling of coverage by Humana, and you'll have your little card in your wallet. Please, please, please take the other card out of your wallet and don't use it after December the 1st, because that just causes problems for you, and well, it gives me something to do, but I don't think you want me spending my time doing that. So that's basically the benefits plan, and I'm open to questions.